Everyone, welcome back to another video here at Twyco. If this is your first time, well, welcome to the channel. If you're returning, welcome home. But today's gonna be a very, very fun video. And so fun. Look, Zuko's already in it, and it's like 15 seconds in. We are going to go, and we're gonna be picking up some more fish. This is not a rehome or rescue. This is, hey, I'm moving and I need to get these fish gone. So we're actually getting two systems from these people. So 2 tanks with fish. Now, typically, I would break that up into 2 different videos, but I'm feeling a little bit generous today. So you're gonna get both systems in one video. But enough talking, it's almost been a minute already. Let's go. And just like that, we're already back home. So what we're gonna be working on today is this tank. Now don't worry, we're not turning the inside of the house into even more of a fish room. This is just temporary because we really want these fish front and center. But then also, as you can see right here next to the 75, there's a little nano tank. So what did we get? It's an excellent question. What we got was 9 living creatures in total. 2 betas, male and a female, and there is a divider. This individual had them in, I believe that's a 7-gallon or 7 roundabout gallons. And there's a divider, so one beta is on one side, the other's on the other side. We may be switching that up in the near future and having them in multiple, I don't know, but we're gonna rescape that. Right now, let's go ahead and turn y'all around. Right now, this is what it looks like. Got some black gravel, a bunch of fake plants and such, but y'all know how we like to do it. We like to give that little bit of a natural spin to it. And then we also got a mystery snail, which is actually gonna be going into the community 55 with all the plants and the cool driftwood. Hopefully clean up some of the leaves and such in there in the meantime before we get some other cool cleaners like shrimp and hillstream loaches, just as a little bit of a tease for the future. We got a bristlenose, which was actually in this tank, which will be going into our colony because I feel there's no reason it should be in there with the equipment that it has. And then right in there, that's the real ticket. But I want to start building this tank. We're going to be eating a little bit too, but I want to start building up this tank. I want to start getting everything piped back up, get the canister filter set up, get the lids on it, get the light on it, the whole 9. Y'all are going to want to see the fish that are in here. But enough talking. Let's get into the building. Lied to you all. Before we get into the building, you can hear the ungodly sound of this air filter. But to look in here, and let me actually assist with my phone light. But this is the male betta, absolutely gorgeous, the mystery snail, and the pleco. Now, I think it's a bristlenose. There's nothing telling me it's a rubber lip or anything like that. It just looks like a bristlenose. It's very young, and it's really buddied up with that snail right now. And the female is in here, but we don't care about really the female right now. We'll get that in a second. First, what I want to do is I want to grab out this snail because as I was just talking about, do it one-handed. Oh gosh, there's food on there. This snail is gonna go and it's gonna live in here for a little bit. So they'll get used to that overnight. And then let me go ahead and throw my phone. Oh, we also got some really sick lights that I'm super stoked about, but we'll talk about that later. Probably still need the light. Hey, I'm a professional at this. But let's see if little buddy will just be happy with us and come right into my hand. Oh, come on. There we go. Nope, come on. There we go. Okay. Yep, he's sucking on my hand. And now we can go ahead. Hey, shout out. New knives from Ninja that I just bought. Those are pretty cool. But let's go ahead and put this right here because this bristlenose and instantly in there and just chilling right down there. But that bristlenose is going in with the bristlenose community. Now they were total jerks today and they ripped up the Anubias and the Java fern and just left the one Anubias down there. So I'll replant that tomorrow, but I mean, they're just, oh, that's actually, correction. That's the pothos. That over there is the Java fern. They ripped it out because one of our males, yet again, is sitting on eggs. But I mean, there's the Oscars. You guys don't really get to see the Oscars that much anymore, but there they both are. Powerful little buggers. Yeah, so I'm gonna shut up now. Shove my face with a little bit of Bojangles. And then we'll actually build this cool 40-gallon and show you what's in it. Finally. Okay, so we're gonna start on the betta tank just because I want them back in their tank as soon as possible. So we went ahead and we took all of the substrate and we put it back in here. So with that being said, the old white substrate that I had in the 20 high when it had the ghost knife, the angel, and the mollies. So all of this substrate, this nice white substrate, this is going to go into there. Now this divider I actually figured out is not a legit divider. It was made by the people that we got this from, which is not an issue. I think it's kind of cool and ingenious how they did this, but it's not an actual like ready-made, shipped to customer type thing. So I want to make sure that it is incredibly secure. So we're gonna go ahead and start putting some of these in here. It sounds like, yeah, there's a couple little stones I guess in there too. So I'll just bury that into the substrate. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and scoop the substrate into here and just get both sides all nice and filled up. I went ahead and took some Anubias from some of the other tanks just to put some extra biological filtration in here. You know, it should be good to go. I mean, it's just 2 betta fish and they're gonna have plenty of biological filtration that's still in here from this little like internal canister filter, kind of hang on back internal filter. But yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna quickly get some substrate in here, make it all look good, put the plants in. I'm just gonna bury the Anubias, even though that's, you know, not best practice. And I might throw some other stuff that was in the tank, some of the fake plants in there, like the little betta hangers, but I think it would just be better with the Anubias, and that's strong, especially this one. These are some strong leaves, and I don't think the betta will be able to like push this down. I mean, even with my finger, that takes a lot. So I'm gonna work on this and then we'll get it all set up. Okay, so the 7-gallon is set up and we're good to go. So to show you a little bit more of these fish, just to get them a little bit of a starring, this is the male, just completely blue, absolutely gorgeous. Long flowing fins. Of course, he's sulking right now because we got him in a brand new tank and he was in a long car ride. And then the female, which I think is even more beautiful. White with those gorgeous blue accents. I mean, just absolutely stunning betta fish. So we redid the scape and we broke off some Anubias, as I mentioned, from 2 different tanks. So it has, or actually from 1 tank, it was just a bristlenose tank, but we broke off 2 bits of it and we put them in there just so that way they have something to lay on aside from just the ground. And then we went over to the Platy and Neocaridina shrimp tank and we took out some salvinia and some duckweed, and somehow the salvinia is like, and I don't know if it's because I started dosing fertilizer, but it's starting to outbeat the duckweed surprisingly. So I don't know if maybe like the platies are eating the duckweed or what, but the salvinia, I mean, it's going strong. It's got beautiful root structure, as you can see, and it's just long strands of just amazing salvinia. But again, we'll go ahead and leave this for the time being. I want them to be able to relax and just chill out the rest of the night. And of course, like always, we'll give you a tomorrow update. But first, we need to go set up the 40-gallon breeder so you can see what fish we've got in there. All right, so I'm actually gonna do something different. It's like I'm actually a YouTuber at this point. Instead of just doing the whole magic snap, we're gonna time lapse this because I don't have a lot of extra stuff to aquascape it, and I'll explain why and why I don't really care what this looks like. But we've got some extra rocks that I'm gonna throw in here, some smaller river rocks that we've used in the axolotl and other aquariums. But I want you to be able to see kind of the process. We've got everything kind of in pieces. I just have to puzzle those pieces together. So of course you'll be here to see it, and it'll all probably happen in, I don't know, a minute or so for you, and then fill up the tank. So let us begin. Okay, so it's all done, as you can see. Time-lapse cut off a little bit there because the camera overheated, but it ended up not being a bad thing because it cut off right as it was filling. and I played with the hang on back canister filter for about an hour, or what felt like an hour, and it came to nothing. So who cares? But now we'll go ahead and get the fish into the tank as it's all set up. We are running the canister filter with a UV pre-filter, or not pre-filter, a UV light filter on the out part of this Fluval, and then they have a sponge filter in there as well. But it's time to go ahead and get these buddies in here. Come here, come here, I'm on. I'm on. Come on. Oh, you are so slow and so fat. Come on. No. Okay, you're an idiot. God, this one's so stupid. Right in. Alright, come here, buddy. Oh, I like you. And last one. Oh, that was the easiest one. Okay, so as you can see, we'll get you a little bit closer now. But as you can see, we've got actually 5 fancy golds. So I believe it's 3 Ranchus and then 2, oh gosh, Lion shoes? Something. No, 3 Arandas and 2 Ranchus, I believe. But let's go ahead and get you off the mount and not take it with us. But as you can see, they're all gorgeous. They're all doing well. They might sulk a little bit. Oh, no, already getting back up into it. But yeah, so we've got the bubblehead freaks now. So I'm pretty stoked. I know my fiance is pretty stoked. She's been wanting these for years, it feels like. But we got the bubble-headed freaks in here. Let me zoom it out just a little bit. But these guys, I mean, they're monstrous. They fit my entire hand. These little nuggets, however, very, very tiny. I think so far my favorite is definitely this one right here, because it's got the white with the red and it's just doing awesome. But I mean, that one didn't get the brain cell today. That one did. That one definitely did not get the brain cell today. But what we'll do, as always, wait, actually, not as always. I need to show something off real quick, because not only did we get the 2 bettas that you already saw, the bristlenose that went into the colony, and the mystery snail that's cleaning up the 55 right now, but we also got a sick deal on some Higer lights. So as you all know, I really enjoy Higer's lights. I'm using the, I don't know, some number light that they have. Okay, well, I don't want to do this YouTube thing halfway anymore. So I guess real quick, let's step into the fish garage just while I'm here. So I've been using the Higer Planted Plus 24/7 extendable LED light. So it's the HD 978. This is the 42 watt version of it, which the 42 watt is the 4-foot one. But this light, or this tank, came with this Aqua Neat, which the light's not bad. Now it's a little bit blown out because I'm throwing this camera all over the place. But if we go ahead and turn off the Aqua Neat real quick and then turn this on, so much brighter, but also so much crisper. I mean, look, that speaks for itself. So again, let's turn this light off. Boom. The fish are orange, right? Nice and orange, beautiful. Look like little goldfish snack crackers. Let's turn that one off. Instantly red. Instantly the reds pop 700 times more. And then we can turn it to a little bit blue, a little bit more orange. There we go. The blue, that pops it a little bit better. But I mean, that full white, the colors are just immaculate. And the best thing about this, not to spoil anything, but the best thing about this is we got 2. So not only did we get this one, which is the Higer Smart LED 50 watt, but we also, and let me see if this has, it does have their address. So in the effort of not doxing them, boom. This is also the 4-foot one, which is the 60 watt. So again, for context, this is 50 watt. This is from 36 inches to 42 inches. This is the 60 watt one. And this is from, oh gosh, I think this is like 40, I think it's 48 to 52, something like that. I feel like these arms don't move that much. But the reason I'm saying that, yeah, we'll figure it out. Maybe it's either gonna go on the saltwater or it's gonna go on that one. I don't know. But after seeing what it did to those, we'll find out. But as usual, what we'll do is we'll let this chill overnight. It's already settling in pretty well. They're already settling in. God, they're so stupid. But they're already settling in pretty well, and they're already eating duckweed. I was trying to explain to my fiance earlier, because we were putting in duckweed and salvinia, that people will buy, not necessarily these fancies, because these are stupidly expensive, but they'll buy like comet goldfish, and those will take away duckweed and such. But let's just let it ride out until tomorrow morning, and we'll do an update on the betta, the mystery. We'll do an update on everything, basically. Okay, so this is what this the scape looks like. So it's been actually 2 days since we set up this scape. Little Blue over there, that's not his name, but he loves being on the filter intake. I got a little bit worried that he was getting stressed out and sucked in by the filter, but it's not a lot of flow, and he can swim off of that at any point. I see him sitting on rocks or leaves or on top of that return, or even on top of the heater itself. But whenever I come over here, he likes to kick right there and check it out. But then the female over there, very, very active, loving her scape. She's doing really good. And yes, all these bubbles I'm going to take care of with some chopsticks. See, he is good to go and he's coming out. Something kind of cool though, because they're obviously doing well, and I could cut the clip right here and we could go check out the goldies. But I want to point out something, and I am a very novice at this. I've never done it, but I've done some research into it, and I'm going to continue to do research today. But if we look at her, it looks like if she would stop being so antsy. I mean, he's definitely interested in her. She's definitely interested. It looks like she has an egg spot. Maybe not pronounced, maybe not a lot of eggs, but it looks like she has an egg spot. And little ladies man over here has created a bubble nest. So maybe nothing comes of it. Maybe, oh, didn't mean to shake the table. Maybe nothing comes of it. Maybe nothing happens. Maybe I don't do anything with it. I'm going to do continued research today, but he's already very interested. He's doing his bubble nest. I can see what, to my eye, looks like an egg spot. I will confirm with further research if that's the case, or if it's just the vent. I don't remember seeing that on the other female koi, or the female betta that I've had in the past, but it's been some years. So it'd be kind of cool. Maybe they'll breed. I definitely hatch out baby brine shrimp every other day, or sometimes daily here for all of the other tanks. So I don't know. We'll see. But I mean, this thing has holes in it so they can see each other, and they are fed well, both at the people that I got them from and since they've been with me. So maybe they're conditioned. We'll have to see. But anyways, let's go check out the goldies. Okay, so it's the next day. We went ahead and moved some stuff around. Let's go ahead and punch out a little bit. So it's still the really nice light that I have on there, but I did a huge water change this morning, and still there is green poop everywhere. This little dude is a rambunctious little dude because he likes to just play like he's all sick and like he's got a swim bladder issue, and then I'm sitting there going, oh great, he's stressed out from the move, and then all of a sudden, nope, he's completely fine. This one is even more rambunctious. This one will go up and like try and hide in the tails of all of these. I believe those are the Orando, and then those are the Ranchu. If they're flipped or if they're completely wrong, hey, you know, so be it. But I haven't edited this video yet because I'm still shooting it. I really hope it comes through on camera just how striking of a difference the old lights versus the new lights are. We've got the scraper, and I mean, this is going awesome. This setup is doing well, but they're doing awesome. We're gonna go ahead and feed them in a little bit. Also, the reason you see all the green stuff and the reason they got all the green poop, duckweed's pretty much gone. All that's left is salvinia, which is fine. I have noticed that they eat the salvinia as well, but they definitely prefer the duckweed. But that's why I put it in there. The salvinia will stay there just to suck out some nitrates, and who knows, maybe we'll get a bunch of salvinia if they don't eat it. But the duckweed was there just as, of course, to still, yes, suck out some nitrates, but primarily just because I knew they'd eat it, so that way they had some grazing food. And I think little Gordo Chunko boy down there decided to eat too much, and that's why he got lethargic today. And hey, we started the video and get to end the video with Zuko. He's just chilling there, giving me side eye because I said his name. But before we end out, I know earlier we talked about the beta stuff, and I'm going into the planted room just to sit down. I know we talked about the beta stuff, and no, nothing bad has happened since I did that little quick intro, or not intro, but a little quick update on the betta fish, and also the mystery snail that's in there, and the bristlenose that's in the colony. They're also doing pretty good. Next episode, because they're still showing breeding activity, because I did that other clip a couple hours back, I think they're gonna breed, so it's gonna be cool. Next episode's probably just gonna be the betta breeding and a little update on that, and it's gonna be cool. The video after that, or the video after that, just sometime coming up soon. The biggest thing that has happened at Tawaiko is about to happen. And again, let's take a stroll. Let's take a stroll. I'm saying the biggest thing that has ever happened at Tawaiko is about to happen. And I have this for context. Now, no, I'm not getting a shed or a studio, so don't, temper your expectations in that regard. But like, this is big. This is a huge achievement for me. I got the manifold, I got all these thriving aquariums, I got those angelfish up there that I bred, I've got some angelfish down here that I bred that are still growing out, I've got these cool stock tanks. Like, I mean, this is big stuff. I don't want to overhype it and then you guys watch it and be like, I don't think that's gonna happen. But I'm telling you, it is huge what's about to happen. So that's gonna be either 2 videos away, 3 videos away, depends on the schedule and everything, because I want to start cranking out more content for you all. Not to timestamp this, but the aquarium co-op easy planter review popped out, and if you haven't seen that or used it, I don't have many of my tanks anymore because I don't need them currently. Still an amazing product, definitely recommend it. Might end up using it in the goldfish aquarium, but yeah, it's something big. But I'll shut up. Let's end out the video. But if you did enjoy, make sure to like, subscribe to Tawaiko. Also check out our website. That's definitely up by the time of this recording coming out, I hope. So see you guys in the next one.